Hi, I'm Tom, and this is AC on the Short Alpha Clash podcast, where I talk all things Alpha Clash on my way to work. Now, I'm going to talk about collectibles today, so it's not directly Alpha Clash, or it is sort of. So, to preface this, I am not a collector. I have never been a collector, but what I am is a casual player and buyer of cards or sealed products, not at least for the YouTube channel, just one pack, where I open just one pack there by the name every single day, mostly Alpha Clash now, but also Pokemon. And no, it is still not because I'm a collector, it's because I like Pokemon as a game. So, with that preface, that I am not a collector, I understand both the need and the wish for collectability in trading card games. Now, there is the basic setup for collectability in a trading card game is the rarity model. Now, I have no qualms with there being collectible cards, none at all. That makes collectible cards in the rarity classes. That makes perfect sense. It is the basis for the business model of doing trading card games. There has to be a level where you cannot just get anything from a single box. I have complete buy-in on that. I'm not going to argue the point. Where it becomes a problem is when the access to game pieces are so prohibitively difficult or expensive that you cannot actually play the game unless you sink a small fortune into it to buy either singles or multiple sets or boxes of sealed product. I understand that this is a luxury hobby. I'm not saying you shouldn't use money on buying stuff. Whether you need to use any amount of cash on doing this is completely up to you. What I'm saying is there is in order to play the game, to have the game pieces, not to a Clash Ground competitive level, but to a local skirmish, just to doing local clashes, local meetups, you have to have access to game pieces. Now, these game pieces need to be accessible. So, the rarity model limits that, but it is, in my opinion, a part of the excitement of opening packs, whether they got something special or not. And then beyond that there is a balance to whether it is too much or too little rarity wise in that. For me, when I need to buy multiple boxes in order to have defining game pieces, then that is too much rarity on game pieces. If I need to open a number of boxes to have a full play set of something that is strong but not game defining, that is not an issue for me. So, and what I mean by that, if there are pieces that is needed to make a strategy actually function, and I'm struggling right now to not come up with the example I ranted an episode about, which I haven't released yet. But if the game piece that is incredibly hard to get is defining or the cornerstone of a strategy, that is not good. If it's something that makes the strategy more potent and stronger, then I am all in. Go do that. So I don't know how to describe that better, but the point is the rarity model I have complete buy-in. That is a cornerstone of the trading card game. That needs to be something you can trade, sort of. Well, that is the base premise. Beyond that, you can do a lot of things for collectors that does not hurt the game. And my point is that as long as you do things that do not hurt the game, I don't have any issues. Things like, and Alpha Clash has been very, very good at this, special arts. I think we had some special arts in for rare cards. I can't remember. We had special arts in the Awakening where you had sort of these gold signed full art things. Excellent. They just a few weeks, I'm gonna say, a few weeks ago back, were allowed as playing pieces as long as you had the real thing there. Makes total sense, both to allow them in gameplay, as long as you can show the real text on them, because they didn't have that. But otherwise, they're show cards. Magic did that in their set boosters, where you sort of get the artwork. That makes perfect sense. That is a collectible, and it does not hurt the gameplay. Alpha Clash also did the numbered cards. Well, Magic did too, but I'm not going to comment on that show. The numbered cards Alpha Clash did when you supported the Kickstarter to a certain level. Excellent choice. It doesn't hurt the gameplay. It just makes pieces more special. And what you really want, I think, when you collect things, you want to either have it as an investment. That's a dangerous thing, I think. Or you want people like me going, wow, that's cool. And the numbered versions of this is of cards, and the special art is definitely a wow card. Now, I'm not gonna pay a fortune to get them, but I get why people think they're cool. So all that is brilliant, and I know Pokemon is well known for special arts and special treatments. I'm all for it. Pokemon has the limitation sometimes they put real game pieces into extremely rare slots, and that sort of, for me at least, hurts the game. Alpha Clash is not that bad at it, but not perfect. But, and there is a but, because I want to talk about the latest collectability set that I'm lacking a good word. Setup, I don't know, that Alpha Clash did. So way back, when the names of Unrivaled were spoiled, we were told that the next step would be Unrivaled. We were also told that there would be a set of cards. I can't remember if we back then knew that it was 16, but a set of cards would go together as a single image, like a collectible collage. And I thought back then that was a cool idea. I know Magic did something with two cards to stick together and create a single creature, and you needed both those. I think Pokemon sort of did something like that when you get them in a row as a collectible. But Alpha Clash went for a poster. Brilliant. Absolutely awesome idea. I appreciate that is not an easy feat to do. It seems like an easy feat until you think about how you're actually going to cut them in cards. Anyway, if you go to the Discord, you can see the complete picture of this. A nice poster of a full-on everyone who's anything is on that big battle scene. Nice work. Just hats off for that. However, in addition to that, there are two really clever things about it, in my opinion. None of the cards absolutely need the other cards, all of the other cards, to function. So you don't have to collect them all if you don't want to, or don't have the time or the energy or the money to do that, or just don't care, you don't have to. You can just get the cards you actually need to play your decks. That is number one, brilliant. So if you're like me, not a collector at all, you don't have to care. However, if you're sort of a half collector, I am not a collector, and I was very strongly not a collector before I hit upon Alpha Clash. But things like this makes me go, I want all 16 of these, because that is cool. So I'm definitely going to try to collect all 16 of them to make the entire image. Now, so for that to work for me, those cards needs to be at least reasonable to get a hold on. And you know what? They are. The most rare card in that collage is rare, at the rare level. Rest of them are uncommons and commons. Now, they don't have to be commons, all of them. In fact, I would argue that they should not all be commons. Having them a rare and uncommon is absolutely perfect. To me, they could all be uncommon. It would be super cool if all the uncommons were in a single sheet. Don't do that. That is just unreasonably hard, I think. But the fact that you can get most of them in a single box reasonably, and then go, I'm fine with that, or go, one more box and I might just finish this. I think that is brilliant. That is the right way to do it. It may be that they could have done it just as a few more rares uncommons. It depends. Let's see if I change my mind once I start opening boxes or packs. But it seems to me that the rarity of the cards makes it very likely that a lot of us who opens more than a single box will actually get the entire collection or the entire set collage, the entire picture from just a box or two. That's brilliant. Please do that again. That would be absolutely amazing. That is, in my opinion, how collectible for the sort of mid-tier collectors, which I might just start to be, that's a good way to do that. It makes me want to buy just one box more instead of some of the iconic rares. I'm not even chasing those. If I get them, brilliant. If I don't get them, well, I don't. I mean, I'm in Europe, so singles market is not a thing. I'm not going to buy a single card for almost the same as a box. I'd much rather open a box. But I'm not playing competitively, so I cannot care. And as long as they don't, as long as they're not strategy defining, then I don't have to. But making it like a collage of, in this case, 16 cards, that is absolutely brilliant. If they wanted to spice it up, that could be this, simply a one-pager from a comic book, just a short story on a single page, where each card is a picture from that. That would be next level. And they're already at the next level. It is absolutely brilliant. I'm definitely going to collect it all. And that was really all I want to say. So, thank you for listening in this time, and I'll talk to you again next Friday. Bye.